Hello, I'm Reverend Olufolake Ike, and this is Proverbs of the Day. I'll be taking my Proverbs from chapter 26, verses 13 and 14. When I read this Proverbs, I've been reading Proverbs because I'm a student of a proverb. I felt it was just talking to me because we are at different phases in our lives. There are things that you would never believe you'll do, that you just find yourself doing. Things you probably have criticized sometimes. And I love it because it just makes you understand, when people are going through the same phase. It's talking about laziness and excuses. It says in verse 13, loafers say it's dangerous out there. Tigers are prowling the streets, and then pull the covers back over their heads. Just as a door turns on its hinges, so a lazy bones turns back over in bed. I'm sure right now somebody's in bed instead of going out there to find something doing. There's always something to do. It's talking here about saying, King James says there's a lion in the street. The Message translation here says tigers are prowling. There's always a reason not to do stuff. Instead of giving excuses not to do stuff, why don't you give yourself reasons to do stuff? There are a lot of things that I, ignored in my life. I kept saying, well, I didn't need to do this, because of that. Right now, I'm faced with the consequences. Because if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you will be faced with the consequences. You will suffer the consequences. So why don't you do what you have to do? It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. There are a lot of things that are not easy. Waking up in the morning to probably take a walk or exercise, it's not easy. You can as well say, oh, I'm going to be, doing a lot of stuff today. That can fill in for the daily exercise. It's not easy to wake up very early in the morning and, pray and study the Bible. There's always one reason or the other. Sometimes you look at the time and say, oh, let me just sleep 5 more minutes. After 5 minutes, I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. Those 5 minutes could cost you a lot in life. I love to give excuses. And I realized that the earlier I stand on this scripture and stop giving reasons and excuses, the better for me. I remember a certain time where I would not go anywhere because I have to drive on the highway. And I used to say a lot of stuff, I hate the highway. Later I'll say, oh, I can't drive at night and things like that. I do all those things now and I'm still here. And sometimes I'm asking myself, why were you not even doing those things? You know what I was doing then? I was calling Uber and spending money instead of saving money, and doing stuff myself. Are you like me? Are there some exams you're probably supposed to have been taking and you keep saying you don't need them? You will look for a way around it. Are you supposed to be in school and you just procrastinating? Some of you, all you just want to do is you want to quickly get married and you think that's going to solve your whole problem. No. You've got to do what you've got to do and stop making an excuse and calling it a tiger or a lion. Nothing is going to destroy you. Go out there. There are times you want to go somewhere and it kind of threatens to rain and you decide to go anyway. And by the time you get to where you're going, you find out that it's so sunny there. So what if you didn't go and you now probably text them and say, well, I couldn't make it because, of the rain. And they'll be wondering, what rain? Stop making excuses. You have to cover some length. You have to climb some mountains. There's something good awaiting you up there. Get back to school. Start exercising. Study the Word of God. Go and fellowship with children of God. Begin to do stuff you love to do. You love to dance? Enroll in a dance school. You want to swim? Enroll in a swimming class. You don't like exercising by yourself? Enroll in a gym. There's always a reason to do what you want to do. All I'm saying today, stop making excuses. Excuses are destroyers of men's destiny. God bless you real good.